All right. I wanted to make sure that I, in some way, addressed the graded accessible artifact that's due for you on Friday, August 6th at 11:59 p.m. It is very self-explanatory, but I also know that for some of you, this is going to be a source of anxiety, and so I wanted to make sure that I kind of addressed that in a way that hopefully felt comfortable or reassuring in some way. So I'm going to open up the graded accessible artifact here. That is in Unit 7. You can open it up as a PDF if you'd like. It just makes printing a little bit easier. Sorry, my computer is deciding it wants to go on its own there. But let's walk through this. This is a pretty straightforward assignment. Before I get any further, I need to make sure and point this item out right here. And I think actually as soon as I finish this material here, I'm going to highlight it in the Canvas course, so hopefully it'll stick out to you. You need to communicate with me about the country that you've chosen. I need to hear from you before you start this process, and part of that is so I can say that's a great choice, but I'm a little worried you're not going to have enough material or something like that. So please do keep in mind that you have to get that approved by me. So you have to do a paper and a video, and you're going to cover these items: culture, religion, food, language, geography, all of these items. And you have to do this by selecting a country with cultural differences that are quite a bit different than what we are experiencing here in the U.S. So don't pick something that looks just like us. For instance, and this is maybe an overgeneralization, but don't pick Great Britain. I want you to pick something that's going to be new, interesting, might give you a little bit of a challenge as far as what's life will look like in another country. So you need to get that approved by me, and you are going to need to create a paper, 4 to 5 pages, at least 6 APA cited articles. In that, you need to have an introduction, the body of the paper, a conclusion, and you must make sure that you address all of those bullet points above. Okay, so you have to have all these things in it. If you would like to label that, so if you want to start a paragraph with culture and you want to bold that word, that's fine. You do not have to, but it should be in a way that I should be able to find that. But do make sure that you think in terms of you are creating a project, a paper, and then a presentation that gives us a complete understanding of culture, mindset, and history that are going to really give us a clear picture of the country that you've selected. The second part of this is that you have to create a video. You have to create something with Screencast-O-Matic, and I'm going to show you that right here. That's the tool. I'm not going to open it because it's already loaded on my computer. It is free. Do not download and pay for this product. It's going to ask you if you're interested in it. There's no need for it. There's no need to purchase this product. I use the free one. That's what I've been recording for you in all this semester, I guess is what I want to call it. And I've been using it for several months now. There's no need for you to pay for this. So you are going to create this screencast through Screencast-O-Matic. You're going to have a PowerPoint or some other visual aid, meaning you might want to use something else that's not as old school as PowerPoint. I have some students that ask me, why do I still use PowerPoint? But part of it is just because it's within my comfort zone, but there are a number of different avenues that you could use, but you need to, within that, create a PowerPoint that, again, it's going to mimic your paper, but you are not reading your paper. For heaven's sakes, I'm going to read your paper. There is no reason for you to read that paper, and if you do, you are going to lose significant points there. Instead, the suggestion here is that you are essentially trying to convince me to come visit your country that you've chosen to talk about, or maybe as some sort of historical expert on that particular area. You can take it any route you want to go. This last year, my cultural geography class that was seated, they had to do like a Today Show kind of thing, a morning talk show sort of idea where they are essentially presenting all of these different facets. I'm pretty open to that, but it must stay within that limit of 8 minutes long. If you go above that, we've got a problem. But I need to also make sure, it doesn't say it here, but if you're doing something that's 2 minutes long, you've not covered it. So do make sure that you take the time, you do this, and you make sure that you are very thorough with this. I also need to point out to you, early in the Canvas course, it talks about plagiarism. It's not mentioned here because the expectation is that you know that you are not to plagiarize any of this. If there is plagiarism in your paper, if there's plagiarism in your presentation that you recorded, it is an automatic 0 on the assignment. Please be aware of that. That is a school policy, and if you have questions about that, I encourage you to go to the very top of this particular Canvas course, and there's a section that talks about plagiarism and cheating and things like that. There's also information about it on the York College website. So make sure that you are thorough with this. It feels like a lot, but I think it's going to come together quite nicely. Hopefully you have been working on this for a few weeks as I've been kind of warning you and hopefully pushing you towards that. But this is it's a big project that I'm hoping ultimately is going to be quite beneficial for you. Thank you for your attention. If you have some questions, let me know. If you've still not reached out to me in regards to what country you would like to research, I need to hear from you very soon. Otherwise, have a fantastic day. Good luck, and I look forward to viewing all this stuff later in the week. Again, keep in mind, it's due Friday, August 6th, 11:59 p.m. There is no late work. You got this. Have a great day. Bye.